Hey everybody, Mental Fox here. Welcome back to another episode of my playthrough of Skyrim. Thank you so much for joining me again. We are making our way up to High Hrothgar. It's quite a trek. They say there's 7,000 steps. I haven't been counting them, so I don't know if there really are 7,000 steps, but there are a lot of them. As we walk up here, we come across these Etched Tablets. We've been reading those. And Lydia's doing a good job. She's got the torch there, and she's just following right along behind us. If we look at our map, we'll see where we are. We're getting there. I feel like we're getting pretty close. We're going to get up to High Hrothgar and speak to the Greybeards. So let's keep climbing. I think the most dangerous thing we've seen up here so far was a snowy saber cat. And it did kill me the first time I encountered it. So got to keep our eyes open for snowy saber cats. And there was a troll up here too, but we didn't have too much trouble with him. So onward and upward we go into this magical place. I just love the job they've done with the snow. I mean, it just looks fantastic. Really made the visibility poor here. Nicely done. The sound effects are nice. It really does sound like we're walking through snow. Done a fine job. Ooh, I see a structure up ahead. And another etched tablet over here to our right. Emblem 9? I think I missed a few. Right? I thought that the last one I came across was 6. And that was 9. So I missed 2 of them? No. Yeah, I thought that the last one we looked at right at the end of the last episode was Emblem 6. Have I missed them? I wonder if I could even find my way back to where I started this episode. Here's one. Okay, I missed this one. Okay, this is 8. We'll come back and read them, don't worry. And I guess that's one right there, too. Yeah, I missed them all right. So here's number... I was talking about how good of a job they did to make the visibility poor. Boy, they did. So here's Emblem 7. The tongues at Red Mountain went away humbled. Jurgen Windcaller began his 7-year meditation to understand how strong voices could fail. That's a scary one there. Hanging over that cliff. Emblem 8 right here. Jurgen Windcaller chose silence and returned. The 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jurgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. So is this Jurgen the Calm's home we're going to now? Because they said that this is on the throat of the world, where the Greybeards are. I really like this effect on these steps. This wind blowing the snow up them. Very nicely done. Emblem 9. For years all silent, the Graybeards spoke one name. Tiber Septim Stripling then was summoned to Hrothgar. They blessed and named him Dovahkiin. So I don't know if that's the last one of those. Nope, looks like there's another one up here on the right. High Hrothgar has been discovered. Emblem 10, the voice is worship. Follow the inner path. Speak only in true need. Speak only in true need. For a moment there, I thought that I was going to get a dragon shout thing. It looked like the I'm starting to glow. So here's the chest. I have a little quest here where I am supposed to bring supplies to High Hrothgar. We're doing that for Klimmek. So let's go ahead and put the supplies in here. You know, I never checked my inventory to see what it is I'm supposed to put in here. I mean, I'm assuming the guy gave me something. We're supposed to make the delivery up here, and we're supposed to leave the bag inside of this chest. But, Klimmek supplies, there we go. We're gonna put it in there. Okay. We completed it. Now we need to return to Klimmek, and let's go do that right now. I'm just kidding. There's, you know, potions, dragon's tongue. I'm not gonna take the stuff. I feel like I might be... Maybe I'm being watched. And I know the game doesn't say it's stealing, but to my character it's stealing. We're showing a little respect to the Greybeards here. That's what we're doing. This will take us into High Hrothgar. There's another set of steps over here. I wonder if they just go to the same place. Yeah. Interesting to me that the quest marker is on this side. So we'll go through this door here. Silly, I know, but it's what the game is telling me to do. Ooh, there's somebody walking over there. Okay. Somebody coming to greet us, maybe. Yes, here we go. Hello, good sir. How are you? Oh my, there's a lot of them. Hello, sir. Your beard is gray indeed.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
He has called us a Dragonborn. You called me Dragonborn. What does that mean?
First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Ooh, okay. Well, we've spoken to the Graybeards. Now we're supposed to demonstrate
Strike us with the power of your voice.
Our unrelenting force shout. I'm supposed to strike them with the power of my voice. So let me get this set up here. Go in here. I'm supposed to use unrelenting force. So I'm going to unfavorite that one, favorite this one, switch over to it. Go in here. Unrelenting force. This is what should happen when I press Z, I believe. Hopefully I won't catch these guys on fire. Oh.
Don't be afraid. Your shout will not harm us.
Okay, if you say so, dude. Here it comes.
Boost! Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar.
We are Dragonborn.
I am Master Angir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
You called me. Jeez. I am answering your summons. But I also want to know what this place is. But I'm answering your summons, dude. That's what I'm doing here.
We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny.
What is my destiny?
That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination.
Okay. So, who are you? What is this place?
We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky, and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves.
Okay. So, I want to find out what it means to be Dragonborn.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
You mean I'm not the only Dragonborn?
You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
Okay, well, I'm ready to learn. Lay it on me.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force.
Cool.
Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
Ooh, there it is right there. If we look at our quest, where is it? It's the Way of the Voice. The Greybeards summoned me to their monastery of High Hrothgar on the slopes of the Throat of the World. I spoke to Arngir, one of the Greybeards, who believes that I am Dragonborn, which means I am especially gifted in the use of the voice. They have offered to help me learn to use my new abilities. We are supposed to learn the word of power from Einarth. Hello, Einarth. It's nice to meet you. Ooh.
You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new thum. Use your Unrelenting Force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Okay. If you say so.
Ooh,
Ooh, the longer you hold it, the more words would be spoken. I didn't know this.
Force, go!
Ah, yes. We've done it. Okay.
Well done. Again.
Okay.
Force, go!
Cool. Okay. Yeah. How was that? Was that good? Did they do good? Was that good?
You learn quickly. Once more.
Okay, one more time.
Force, go! Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn.
Thanks.
We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Okay. Learn the word of power from Bori. Alright, let's go. Lydia, come on, I guess. You're not going to want to miss this.
now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which means whirlwind.
Wold.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum.
Cool. We've learned a new word of power.
Master Bori, and you will gift his message of Wold. Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Wulfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn.
Okay.
Master Bori. X. Wolf. Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your Whirlwind Sprint to pass through before it closes.
Okay, hold on. I need to equip it first. I probably don't need to favor it. Well, I guess selecting it here is fine for the time being. Favoriting it is nice for when I'm busy. Okay, I'm ready. We did it, man. That was pretty cool. Okay. Speak to Arngeir for further training. Is there new text in here? Oops.
Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself...
Let's see. I thought it was this easy for everyone. I don't know how I do it, it just happens. Yeah, that's the truth right there.
You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jurgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Okay. Ooh, the way of the voice achievement. Started the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Retrieve the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Wow. So, the other guys are like, I'm going inside, it's cold out here. So who was Jurgen Windcaller?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jurgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
Cool. What is the way of the voice?
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kynareth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kynareth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
Okay. But I don't follow your philosophy. Why help me learn the voice? Or I will try to follow the way of the voice. I'll try.
That is commendable. But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift of Akatosh. Do not try to deny that gift. Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else would Akatosh have bestowed this power upon you? If you remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh, you will remain true to the way.
Okay. Apparently I can ask him that again.
The voice was a gift of the goddess Klimmek at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kynareth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
Okay. Well, tell me about the Greybeards.
We study the way of the voice according to the teachings of our founder, Jurgen. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
We're very special. Why don't the others talk?
Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you.
Wow. So, there's only 4 of you?
5. Our leader, Paarthurnax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
Okay. Well, when can I meet your leader, Paarthurnax? Even though he just told us that, I believe.
As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him.
Okay. Why are shouts in the dragon language?
Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kynareth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort.
Almost. So what does it mean to be Dragonborn?
Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready.
I wonder if he's jealous. He's like spending his entire life learning this stuff, and then I just walk up and just absorb it without any effort at all. Why are the dragons returning? Does it have something to do with me?
No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Okay. Surely there's more you can tell me.
There is indeed much that we know that you do not. That does not mean that you are ready to understand it. Do not let your easy mastery of the voice tempt you into the arrogance of power. That has been the downfall of many Dragonborn before you.
Okay. For some reason we can ask him this again.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jurgen. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
Okay. I mean, I've already asked him these things.
5. When your voice can open the path,
Okay.
you will know you... No doubt.
So we asked him
appearance
this.
of a you should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Okay, well, I guess we're done here, I guess.
Sky, guard you.
Thanks? Well, now what? I guess we've completed the quest called the Way of the Voice. After passing several tests, they sent me on one final trial, retrieving the legendary Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. The Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. After demonstrating my ability to learn words of power and to shout, the Greybeard Arngir has sent me on a final trial, retrieving the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller from his tomb in Oostengrav, a burial mound in the marshes of Hjolmarch. Retrieve the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. We look on the map and we'll see that it is up here. Okay. So here's Solitude, a place we've been. Dragon Bridge. And then here's Whiterun down here. So it's a part of the map we haven't visited yet, but it's not far from Solitude, so maybe we could take a carriage up to Solitude and then travel down from there. That is our main quest right now. Everything else is pretty much secondary, really. So, now what? We talk to him again?
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn.
Okay. Cool. Glad to hear it.
Sky above, voice within.
Sky above, voice within. Got a nice little fire here. We could warm ourselves at the fire. This, I would guess, goes up to their leader. I'm curious to know what's preventing me from walking up here now. Oh, that'll do it. Okay. I shall now back away. Maybe it's too cold. Can't do it. Oh, look at this. Skyrim. What? Huh. This is like an elevator that'll take me down to the base of the mountain. Before I do that, I want to go back into this building. I saw there's another door over here. I want to go check this place out. Oh, he's just sitting there. Cool, dude. What's this door? Let's go in here. Let's just check the place out a little bit, you know. It was a long walk to get up here. We may as well do a little bit of exploring. Oh, this is cool. What does our map look like? Whoa, it's looking like a pretty big place, huh? Stairs here. Bori. We cannot talk to him. Well, we can talk to him. He cannot talk to us. This will take us just back outside where we just were. This thing appears to be floating, but I'm imagining it's actually not floating. Another hallway here. Got a little bench we could sit on. Do a little bit of thinking, maybe. Got another dude walking around here. I love how quiet it is in here. This is Wulfgar. Hello, Wulfgar. Thanks for not killing me with your whisper. Appreciate that, dude. Pardon me. Hope of the Redoran. It seems as though we've read this book already. Huh. I know we haven't read this. I don't know why the books aren't glowing up here. Interesting. I wonder why they're not glowing. I have a mod that causes unread books to glow. But, they're not currently glowing. But that's okay. Just looking around. I'm not going to take anything. Just like to explore the place. Pretty neat place they've got here. this is, I think this is the room where we came in. Through that door there, probably. Now the game's telling me to go out that way. That must be the exit door. The other one's the entrance. More stairs here. I got some banners here. They're World Championship banners. Oh, look at this. And their meeting hall here. I wonder what would happen if I stole something. Would they just shout at me and kill me? It's not like they have any guards here. It's not like they're going to call the guards. It's not like they're going to come talk to me and tell me to pay a fine. But let's not find out. Huh. So I'm really curious. This door that we found back here. What looks like an elevator. If that's the way back to Skyrim, then why isn't the game telling me to go that way? Why is that not my destination? I'm just curious. So of course I'm going to walk up here and go through this door and see where it takes us. I'm most curious. Let's see where we go. Oh, we're just up here in this tower now. Okay. Alright. Get a nice view of the place. Lydia's come up here with us. There's that gate. Kind of looks like there's a second floor, but maybe it's just a high roof. A high ceiling, I should say. Okay. Alright. We'll go down. We'll go back in the building, and then I guess we need to walk down the steps, huh? Well, dude, it was nice meeting you, Arngeir. I'll see you later. I'm off to find that thing you want me to find. Yeah, it's funny now the game's telling me to go out this door. I don't know if it's random or what. I mean, I know they go to the same place. It's just interesting. Okay, well, come on, Lydia. Now we got to walk all the way back down. We'll go back into Ivarstead, and we'll let Klimmek know that we've delivered the supplies up to the Graybeards. They didn't even say thank you. And it's awfully nice that Klimmek does that for them. I mean, what if he didn't? What would the Graybeards do? He said he doesn't get paid. So does he just do it out of the kindness of his heart? What connection does he have with the Graybeards? Is he hoping that maybe if he brings them supplies, they'll agree to tutor him? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe when we get down here, he'll give us more information, but I'm not holding my breath. See the clouds over there? Pretty neat. It's a long walk down, too, huh? There's that frost troll that we took out. Probably lay there preserved in the cold forever. At least for the extent of my gameplay. Will I walk up these steps again? Probably. And when we do, we'll see if that troll's still there. Don't remember what I use snowberries for. I haven't completed my list. I'm making a list of alchemy. What ingredients combined with what other ingredients make what. So I can keep track of what potions or poisons are the best for crafting, for money making. And my list is very short right now, and snowberries is not on the list. Ah, we're back to the land of the goats. Here's that snowy saber cat. And then here is the ice wraith, I believe it was called. It's just an ice pile now. I mean, there's tons of ice piles around here, but that's the only one we can search. Well, I thought for sure that on our walk down we would encounter more enemies, but that has not happened. Just a nice peaceful walk. Maybe a little too peaceful. Maybe I won't make this walk again. Maybe that is one place that I will fast travel to, High Hrothgar. Little town of Ivarstead down here. I mean, it is a tiny, tiny little town, man. There is no... Oh, there's that spider that we took out before. Creepy. But yeah, I mean, there are very, very few buildings here. Excuse me, it's a pretty little town. Oh no. I think this is that goat we saw earlier that I'm assuming this spider killed. Gosh, look at that. Gross. Look at that. Nasty. Ugh. Alright, we have returned. So let me look at my quests here. We're going to turn this off for the time being. Turn on miscellaneous, where I'm supposed to return to Klimmek. Turn these other ones off here, so we could focus on this one. And Klimmek. Oh, where's Klimmek? I did leave... Oh, I need to turn this on. Okay, I need to remember that. Alright, he's over here somewhere. What's going on? Oh, we spoke with her earlier. She's the one that wants us to kill bears. She is not happy with what the bears are doing to the trees. She needs to go and find trees for her mill. Klimmek, what's up, buddy?
Ah, good to see you again. How'd that delivery go?
Well, I delivered the supplies to High Hrothgar as you asked.
Quite a climb, wasn't it?
It was.
Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles.
Cool, man. 750 gold added. That was... Whew. Good.
Thanks
You
again
there.
for the legwork.
You're the one they call Dragonborn.
Uh-oh. Well, the Greybeards seem to think so. Cultists. Scary.
Then it is too late.
Oh.
The lie has already taken root in the hearts of men.
Huh?
So we shall expose to them the falseness in their hearts by tearing out yours, deceiver.
Oh, really?
When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Huh. Okay, watch out, Klimmek. I don't want you to get in this. Started a quest called Dragonborn. Find out who sent the cultists. Oh, damn it. Had the wrong shout equipped, but she's kind of squishy. Oh, weapon recharge. Okay, that's great. Hey, get away. Good job, Lydia. Oh no, this is a Klimmek. You okay, buddy? Dude, you alright?
Hey now, you be careful with that fire.
You be careful with that
Thanks
fire.
again for the legwork.
Oh. Look at this body floating away. I'm supposed to search the cultist. It's part of this quest here. This new one that we got that's called Dragonborn. I've been attacked by a group of cultists. I need to see if they have any evidence of what prompted this assault. Find out who sent the cultists. Well, maybe this cultist has a note on them that's going to tell us. Boots. Well, these are worth quite a bit, really. I mean, for boots. Gloves. Mask. Robes. Wow, they're worth a lot. Cultist Orders. We got a staff of lightning bolts and a steel dagger. Cultist Orders. Okay. Now we're supposed to read those orders. Where's the other body? Beehive husk? I don't know. It's an ingredient. We'll take it. Boots, gloves, robes, Luna moth wing, steel arrows. There. Alright, we're supposed to read the cultist's orders here. Board the vessel Northern Maiden, docked at Raven Rock. Take it to Windhelm, then begin your search. Kill the false dragonborn known as Mental Fox before he reaches Solstheim. Return with word of your success, and Mirak shall be most pleased. Really? Mirak, huh? Oh, pff, I take the stupid mask and I'm carrying too much now. I wanted the mask just for like an outfit. Lydia.
I am at your command.
Here, I'm going to give you some more stuff just to lighten my load a little bit, like these boots. There. Thanks, Lydia. Appreciate it. Golly, man, I'm still really close to my limit here. She put on the mask.
Let's get going then.
She put on the friggin' mask, man. That is hilarious. She put on the mask. It's too funny. It's too funny. So this quest now called Dragonborn. I've been attacked by a group of people claiming to work for someone named Mirak. I need to find out why they're trying to kill me. And so I should look for the boat and Windhelm they used to travel from Solstheim. Travel to Solstheim. If we show it on the map, we'll see that it is here. Near Windhelm, a place we haven't visited yet. Windhelm is very far east. We've been to Gallows Rock, so we've been close to Windhelm, but we haven't quite made it up there. Been to Silverdrift Lair. Okay, so it's not that far away from our home of Whiterun. It's not too bad. Let's see here. Who can I sell stuff to? I mean, I might be able to sell a few things here in the tavern. Maybe. In the inn.
welcome to the Villamere Inn.
Uh-huh.
If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
Okay.
Is it absolutely necessary for you to
We don't
bother
get
me
many
like that?
visitors through here, unless they're headed up to High Hrothgar. Let's sate that appetite.
Well, we really can't sell a whole lot to him. We can sell him some potions. And, I guess I'll sell him these gourds. Even they're not worth anything, but I'll just get rid of them. And, I don't want to sell him my ingredients. So he's not going to really buy anything from me.
If you're headed up to the monastery, watch your step. It's a long way down.
Yeah. So, I may not be able to sell anything here in this town. Klimmek's house. He has not invited us in. I don't know if any of these people will buy stuff from me.
Those bears are making Miss Temba so angry. I hope you can do something about them.
I'll see.
Hello, my friend. What can I do for you on such a fine day?
Nothing from him. Where did Temba go? I don't know where she went. So yeah, it's not looking like we can do anything by way of selling in this
Never
town.
settle down to have children. Think twice before you do it.
Pilgrim or not, if I were you, I'd move right through our backwards little town.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Well, okay. I don't know where Tempa went, but I don't think I could sell anything to her anyway. So yeah, we are a long way from civilization here. I was considering going into that building up there to do that quest, but now that I'm so close to being over encumbered, I hesitate to do that. Huh. Oh well. It's time for me to end this episode, but before I do, I'm going to do a little bit of reading. So, I'm just going to read here, and if anybody wants to stop by and listen, they can. What are we going to read in this episode? Look at my books. And, let's see, what have I picked up? Anything that's not going to teach me anything? Nope. Everything I've got is going to teach me something. That's okay. We will read Before the Ages of Man. Looks like it's going to teach us some kind of magic, maybe. Yes, Illusion has been increased to 17. Timeline Series Volume 1. Before the Ages of Man by Ikentar of Shimmerine. Before man came to rule Tamriel, and before the chronicles of the historians recorded the affairs of the rulers of Tamriel, the events of our world are known only through myths and legends, and through the divinely inspired teachings of the 9 divines. For convenience, historians divide the distant ages of prehistory into 2 broad periods of time, the Dawn Era and the Marethic Era. The Dawn Era. The Dawn Era is that period before the beginning of mortal time, when the feats of the gods take place. The Dawn Era ends with the exodus of the gods and magic from the world at the founding of the Adamantine Tower. The term Marethic comes from the Nordic, literally era of the elves. The Marethic Era is the prehistoric time after the exodus of the gods and magic from the world at the founding of the Adamantine Tower and before the arrival of Ysgramor the Nord in Tamriel. The following are the most notable events of the Dawn Era, presented roughly in sequence as it must be understood by creatures of time such as ourselves. The cosmos formed from the Orbis, chaos or totality, by Anu and Padme. Akatosh, Oriel, formed and time began. The gods, et Ada, formed. Lorcan convinced or tricked the gods into creating the mortal plane, Nirn. The mortal plane was, at this point, highly magical and dangerous. As the gods walked, the physical makeup of the mortal plane and even the timeless continuity of existence itself became unstable. When magic, Magnus, architect of the plans for the mortal world, decided to terminate the project, the gods convened at the Adamantine Tower, Durrani Tower, the oldest known structure in Tamriel, and decided what to do. Most left when magic did. Others sacrificed themselves into other forms so that they might stay, the Elnofe. Lorcan was condemned by the gods to exile in the mortal realms, and his heart was torn out and cast from the tower. Where it landed, a volcano formed. With magic, in the mythic sense, gone, the cosmos stabilized, elven history, finally linear, began. Marethic Era 2500, I'm guessing is what that means. The Marethic Era. The Marethic Era was figured by early Nord scholars as a series of years numbered in reverse order backward from their beginning of time. The founding of the Comoran dynasty recorded as year 0 of the First Era. The prehistoric events of the Marethic Era are listed here with their traditional Nordic Marethic dates. The earliest Marethic date cited by King Harold's scholars was ME 2500, the Nordic reckoning of the first year of time. As such, the Marethic Era extends from ME 2500 in the distant past to ME 1, the year before the founding of the Comoran dynasty and the establishment of the White Gold Tower as an independent city-state. According to King Harold's bards, ME 25 was the date of construction of the Adamantine Tower on Balfiera Island in High Rock, the oldest known structure in Tamriel. This corresponds roughly to the earliest historical dates given in various unpublished Elvish chronicles. During the early Marethic Era, the aboriginal beast peoples of Tamriel, the ancestors of the Khajiit, Argonian, Orcish, and other beast folk, lived in pre-literate communities throughout Tamriel. In the Middle Marethic Era, the Aldmeri, mortals of elven origin, refugees left their doomed and now lost continent of Aldmeris, also known as Old Elnafi, and settled in southwestern Tamriel. The first colonies were distributed at wide intervals on islands along the entire coast of Tamriel. Later inland settlements were founded primarily in fertile lowlands in southwest and central Tamriel. Wherever the beast folk encountered the elves, the sophisticated, literate, technologically advanced Aldmeri cultures displaced the primitive beast folk into the jungles, marshes, mountains, and wastelands. The Adamantine Tower was rediscovered and captured by the Durrani, a prominent and powerful Aldmeri clan. The Crystal Tower was built on Somerset Isle and later White Gold Tower in Cyrodiil. During the Middle Marethic Era, Aldmeri explorers mapped the coasts of Vardenfell, building the First Era High Elven Wizard towers at Ald Redania, Balfell, Tel Arun, and Tel Mara in Morrowind. It was also during this period that Elid Wild Elven settlements flourished in the jungles surrounding White Gold Tower, present-day Cyrodiil. Wild Elves, also known as the Heartland High Elves, preserved the Dawn Era magics and language of the Elnafi. Ostensibly a tribute land to the High King of Alinor, the Heartland's long lines of communication from the Somerset Isles' sovereignty effectively isolated Cyrodiil from the High Kings at Crystal Tower. In the late Middle Marethic Era, is the period of the High Velothi culture. The Chimer, ancestors of the modern Dunmer or Dark Elves, were dynamic, ambitious, long-lived elven clans devoted to fundamentalist ancestor worship. The Chimer clans followed the prophet Veloth out of the ancestral elven homelands in the southwest to settle in the lands now known as Morrowind. Despising the secular culture and profane practices of the Dwemer, the Chimer also coveted the lands and resources of the Dwemer, and for centuries provoked them with minor raids and territorial disputes. The Dwemer, dwarves, free-thinking, reclusive elven clans devoted to the secrets of science, engineering, and alchemy, established underground cities and communities in the mountain range, later the Velothi Mountains, separating modern Skyrim and Morrowind. The late Marethic Era marks the precipitous decline of Velothi culture. Some Velothi settled in villages near declining and abandoned ancient Velothi towers. During this period, Velothi high culture disappeared on Vardenfell Island. The earliest Dwemer freehold colonies date from this period. Degenerate Velothi devolved into tribal cultures which, in time, evolved into the modern great houses of Morrowind or persisted as the barbarian Ashlander tribes. The only surviving traces of this tribal culture are scattered Velothi towers and Ashlander nomads on Vardenfell Island. The original First Era High Elven Wizard towers along the coasts of Tamriel were also abandoned about this time. It was in the late Marethic Era that the pre-literate humans, the so-called Nedic peoples, from the continent of Atmora, also Altmora or the Elder Wood in Aldmeris, migrated and settled in northern Tamriel. The Nord culture hero Ysgramor, leader of a great colonizing fleet to Tamriel, is credited with developing a runic transcription of Nord speech based on Elvish principles, and so Ysgramor is considered the first human historian. Ysgramor's fleet landed at Sarek Head at the extreme northern tip of Skyrim's Broken Cape. The Nords built there the legendary city of Sarthal. The elves drove the men away during the Night of Tears, but Ysgramor soon returned with his 500 companions. Also during the late Marethic Era, the legendary immortal hero, warrior, sorcerer, and king variously known as Pelinal Whitestrake, Harold Harry Breeks, Ysmir, Hans the Fox, etc. wandered Tamriel, gathering armies, conquering lands, ruling, then abandoning his kingdoms to wander again. There will be a quiz on that later, so I hope you're paying attention. Thank you guys for joining me on this episode. I sure hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why don't you let me know? Maybe leave me a like or a comment. If you're not a subscriber, why not subscribe and click the bell so you're notified whenever I post a video. Thanks for watching. I sure hope you join me again in the next episode.